Alright, hi Libras. I'm your Empress Divine. Welcome. You are watching the Empress Divine Channel. I give messages for the Divine Feminine. Libra, this one is for you. We're talking about the full moon in Cancer, which is already starting in some places with those devil horns over the Middle East. But yeah, it's stationing, 100%, in the fullness of the lunar eclipse at 12 p.m. on tomorrow, January 10th, for where I am. Well, around 12 p.m. But, we're going to see what energy it has for you. The first card out is your Goddess Guidance, which just gives you an overlying message, and it is Divine Passion, okay? So be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? What is it that you desire most? What is it that you want most? Divine passion. What makes you hot? What makes you happy? What makes you feel full? What makes you feel just alive? That's the energy that we have here. And then we'll go into some tarot for you, and we'll discuss the love life in the latter end, okay? So we have the High Priestess, Three of Swords, and the Two of Coins. I think you're doing some deep diving, and you're maybe coming up with a lot of triggers here at this Cancer full moon. Like really trying to understand yourself and why you do the things that you do. I feel that so that you can feel that you'll be able to present a healthy personality or a healthy energy to others that you interact with. Maybe some things have come across your mind or have come across your desk as of late that have hinted to you that maybe there's still some things that you maybe need to work on a little bit. Maybe things that aren't working out for you as of yet. Maybe you're just trying to keep your head above water, and you're really starting to look at what may be the spiritual reasoning behind you just feeling stuck in this cycle of staying just above water. When you really want to thrive, you no longer just want to survive, you want to thrive. And there's this energy here of just really trying to understand where it is that the fear of not thriving or the doubt about thriving comes from. So you're really doing some deep diving here with yourself, which is a really good thing. That's always good to just be looking into yourself, and I feel like you'll find some answers here at the full moon in Cancer. On or around, give or take a couple of days, meaning that you could already be feeling this energy. But yeah, it's just some intuitive nudges. Maybe you've had a dream. Maybe your kind of intuition has been heightened. You've had, little psychic instincts or insights that just kind of lead you onto this little path of just trying to figure out what's going on with you, what's up with your energy, where it is that you want to be, what it'll take for you to get there, those type of things. Just doing a whole inventory on yourself and, really figuring out what is it that's holding you up. I feel like you've had big dreams for a long time about what it is that you want to do. And it's just really time to do the inner work. Maybe you've already done the outer work. I feel this energy of you having done quite a lot of outer work. Like you laid the foundation, or so you thought, or you were doing everything right, or so you thought. But if the energy inwardly is not right, then that can be an issue, and it's going to cause you to have these just like they say, the devil he got a hold of you, or it's like the devil always busy. It's that type of energy around you, I feel, Libra. Not saying that you're possessed or anything, or the devil is hanging around you. It's more like just a bunch of setbacks. You feel tied to a situation where you're just kind of just making it, just keeping your head above water, just staying afloat, and you're tired of fighting against the tides. You're tired of, trying to stay above water. For once, you want to just be at peace and want to be on the shore, on solid ground. Now, in your love sector here, Libra, I feel that you may be a little bit more social. So there could be a lot more communication that's happening, and it could be inspired by like friends. Let's say you're like a couple already and you go out double dating with other couples. Certain, how relationship topics come up, of course, when you're out with other couples. So just talking to other couples, seeing how other couples interact, maybe talking to, it doesn't have to be both parties of a couple, it can be just one person that's in a relationship, and you just kind of having a heart to heart with that person about relationships and love and working together, maybe even marriage, engagement, commitments, things like that. And from that connection with other people, just kind of talking with other people about relationship matters, something hits you. Something hits you and it changes the way that you see your whole relationship. Now let's see if this thing that hits you is a good change, because I do feel with the Six of Swords at the bottom that it is, and I feel like it's something that you hadn't seen before, like it's always been there with the Seven of Swords, but you just didn't acknowledge it, or it was kind of hidden from you, but it's coming to the light. So from a conversation that you're having with some other person in a couple, maybe a girlfriend talking about her man, or a cousin, family member, auntie, grandma, whatever, you're just talking about relationships and love, and something hits you and it's like, well, dog, is that really it? I do feel like it has something to do with trust, namely because the Ten of Pentacles is like stocks, bonds, trust, things that you leave as part of a legacy. But we have here the Eight of Wands, so it means that it's coming forth quickly. Those aren't necessarily things that you acquire quickly in life, but I am pulling that trust out of it. So something about trust, and I do feel that finances are involved here. So maybe you'll learn something different about how to allow your partner to maybe invest the finances, or how you can persuade your partner to allow you to invest the finances. But investing is certainly here on the table. Yeah, it'll be slow growth. It's not anything that's going to happen overnight, and both of you have to make sure that you're equally invested in it. But I mean, the breakthrough that you receive here, the sudden enlightenment, it could be a business idea. It could be an idea for couples, something that both of you can go into business and do, and it really gets you out of that mode of, being stuck. You feel, in a way. It's like you're looking forward to something positive, something a lot more positive, and taking quick action. So whatever it is that you're building, of course it will take time to build, but there's a lot of things that you can do now, and I feel like you will be kind of tipped off to this new lane of investment, or this new idea that the both of you can do as a couple together. I do feel like it's going to be something that is like super unconventional or very discreet, meaning you don't want a lot of people to know about it. Maybe y'all have already talked about it and you just never told anyone. Then you're having a conversation with, like a friend or a family member about relationships, and they bring it up and you're like, oh my God, we wanted to do the same thing. It could be that type of energy too. But there's something that's just giving you like a direct confirmation. It's almost shocking. Like when you hear it, it's going to be like, oh my God, like, how specific is that? And you'll know that it's exactly for you. I do feel like Spirit is here giving you a peep into the next cycle of your life, and where the relationship is going to go with the both of you. There's a big solid commitment here. I will say that both of you are like equally yoked. You're on equal ground. You both want the same things. I guess it's just a matter of how you come together to achieve it, so that both of you can move forward. One of you may be holding on to a talent or a certain skill that the other doesn't even know about, or some business experience that the other person doesn't know about, and it could be coming to the light here. And when you first hear about it, especially like if it's happening around the full moon, you might be looking at this person like, really, fool? We could have really been getting paid all this whole time. Like, we didn't have to struggle this long. It could have been a done deal. So it could be a little bit of like disappointment, or like you kind of go off on the person about it, but it's very lighthearted energy. But I do feel like one person is gifted with something that's very unique, very rare. It could also be an inheritance. Somebody may be getting some money from somewhere, like in a real quick way that maybe no one else really knew about or no one was told about, and you guys are just trying to figure out how to invest it, and then you get this idea or a certain way or even a certain connection that you can use to move forward with this idea from a family member, or from the cousin, the auntie, the sister, the mother, the uncle, whoever you're talking to. It could be just anybody who can give you some type of epiphany. It's almost like you come to them with maybe like you know what you want to do, but you don't know exactly how to do it, and then you get this just like sudden bright flash of energy, that light bulb goes off while you're sitting there talking to this person, and it's like, oh my God, we really can do that. So something becomes solidified, something becomes real at the full moon in Cancer within the relationship. Now, for those who are not already in like a committed, solid relationship, then this is telling me that you're going to be around people and you're very strict and stern and bold about what it is that you do want out of the relationship, and what you want can come to you extremely quickly because you are so certain about what it is that you want, and because you walk away from anything that is less than what you want, then something can come to you just out of nowhere. This connection can jump off out of nowhere, and you guys will feel like you've known each other for years. Like, it's definitely not impossible. There is a such thing as love at first sight. Or it can be lust at first sight and it turns into love quickly thereafter. But whatever it is, the spark is there, the passion is there. Somewhere, somebody has a talent or a skill or certain trait about them that you didn't really know about, and you're finding out about it at the full moon in Cancer. Full moons are a time of revelations where things come into the light, things that were in the dark before, but the full moon illuminates things. So even if you may not still be 100% about it, you at least are aware of it now. I feel like that sounds kind of vague, but this is the message that Spirit is giving for you. It is a little bit short compared to a lot of the other ones, but I mean, it's just real accurate. The energies are just coming to me real accurate right now. So that has been the full moon in Cancer reading for you, Libra. I thank you so much for watching. Like the video, please. Comment, let me know how it applies to you. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We are going up in 2020, okay? I love you. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see y'all later, Libra. Bye.